Hi, welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. I am Rachael Thompson Phillips, the creator of the BEYOU Oracle Cards and also of the Sacred Oracle online program. If you have chosen card 3, then this is your blessing coming through from your soul. Now remember, your soul has led you here because it wants you to hear this message. Your message is the card of steps. Now the writing at the bottom says, every step in your life has led you towards this moment. Break through illusions that are preventing your growth. As you can see, there is a beautiful eye right in the middle of this mandala. Now, every single one of these leaves is recognition of every single step that it has taken. Every journey, every lesson, every experience that you have had. The reason the eye is in the middle is because the eye is the window into the soul. This is a moment that your soul is saying it's time to shift perceptions that you've had around limitations that have been holding you back. You know, on a conscious, logical level, that you've had enough. Now it's time to shift into the energy frequency of giving yourself forgiveness for anything or any contribution that you played a role in anything in your past that you may feel angered, ashamed, guilty, frustrated or overwhelmed. It's now time to give yourself forgiveness because you've forgiven everyone else that played a role in those incidences. Now it's time to forgive yourself. It's now time. That's the only perception that has been holding you back, is that lack of forgiveness. Now for me, I've always believed, and this is just my belief, so please just feel in if it resonates with you. If it does, that's wonderful. If it doesn't, then that is perfectly okay too. So I've always believed when we have gone through something traumatic, living through it once is enough. And the more that we hold into those deep-seated emotions that keep us attached to those time frames, only keeps you in a space of being embroiled in those emotions and keeping yourself in the very place that you actually don't really want to be in. So therefore, there's always this conflict that's going on within your own self. This is a beautiful moment where you can choose through the simplicity of forgiveness to give yourself forgiveness and truly let that last thread that's been holding you deeply connected to that time and space to actually cut that energetic tie so that you can stand firmly in the present now and into the future, knowing that what's occurred in your past you can never erase, but you can shift the perception around whether you continue to keep carrying that emotional baggage with this new version of self. And if you're listening to this, I bet you're at a stage where you're at a fuck no, I've had enough and I am not going to carry this baggage around anymore. And for that, I want to say awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now this is the time, the last piece of the puzzle that brings us all together is to forgive yourself. So I'm going to write a beautiful forgiveness mantra down underneath this video link. Please feel free to go through if it resonates with you, and every time you find something in the past that comes up and presents itself, or that moment that you're holding yourself back, is that time to repeat that forgiveness mantra. And this is how you can surrender, or you can actually go through and you can cut the energetic tie that keeps you connected to that old time and space. Feel into what's the right thing for you. Now, this is a beautiful message because if your soul's led you here, then it's a direct message coming from your soul. And I would say there's been lots of little intuitive nudges along the way that's led you right to this very moment. Now, this is the time to really harness the power that you have with every decision that you get to make. So if you would love to layer this message on top of the weekly energy forecast, and the beautiful thing with this week's energy forecast is the overall theme is there is magic in the air. And so therefore you can see how incredibly significant this message is that's coming through for you, that there is magic in the air. You don't have to know every single step on how to clear it or what's waiting for you on the other side. All you have to do is make that commitment that today is the day that you cut that energetic tie and bring all of your energy that is floating around in your past and bring that forward to being fully present in the current reality, with all that you're left with is a memory that time and space, but you're not directly connected energetically and emotionally to that time and space. This is where the magic exists, because you decide that you want to tap into that magic, and that magic is within you. You get to give yourself permission to do that through forgiveness, and you are worthy and deserving of that. You are a gorgeous divine soul, and you have held it together for such a long time, and now it's time to let that go and give yourself permission of emotional mastery through freedom of forgiveness. So as I said, if you would love to be able to go in and connect this in, feel free. The link for the weekly energy forecast will be below. Go through and have a look at the message that comes through. You're more than welcome to listen to the whole week's energy, or otherwise listen to the card message that comes through from Wednesday through to Friday. And again, the forgiveness mantra, you can go in, take a screenshot of it. It will be underneath in the link from this message. And know that it really is your time to leave that emotional baggage behind, and that is the magic that is existing for you. And this is why the eye is the window into the soul, because that is your soulful eye that is saying it's time for a new perception filter. You are not a victim of your past. You are a freaking powerful survivor of it. And now it's your turn to not only just take that on a conscious, logical, or on an energetic level, it's now to support that through actions, through cutting those ties and giving yourself that forgiveness. And that is the gift that you can give to yourself. So never underestimate how powerful you are. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week. Please take care, look after yourself, and much love.